right before we implemented Kinn Bowls, we were considering it. And I was looking at the price of the Kinn Bowls versus the labor for washing. And I was here one day and we had a pretty full house and the kitchen sink was packed. And I asked one of my team, how many hours will it take you to wash these bowls? So this was a super primitive time study. And if I remember right, this is going to be about 2 hours. Right, this is going to be about 2 hours to wash, dry, put away. And a lot of times we won't dry, we'll just stack them and then we go back later and we put them away. And so I'm thinking, okay, if we're spending 2 hours-ish per meal, that's a lot of labor. That's a lot of labor. And even if we could reduce it by 50%, right, and we're able to reduce it more than that most of the time. I think that it's a really good investment. I know that it's saving us a lot of money on labor for washing bowls. And my theory is then my team can be with the dogs. We're very interactive, right? For when we opened, and we've been open 15 years, it was, I wanted a more interactive facility. I did not want to just throw food in. I didn't want an indoor-outdoor facility. All of our rooms are inside. And so we have to take them out and we're spending time with them.
That's how ours actually have to take them out.
Yeah. And it's better for the dogs. And we're learning, right? The longer that there are pet resorts, it's no longer a kennel. People don't want a kennel. They want a pet resort where their dogs are being cared for and spoiled, right? And they're willing to spend more money for a higher level of care, as long as you're marketing properly. The more that the team can engage with the dogs, the happier they're going to be. Right, the happier they're going to be. They don't want to clean and they don't want to do dishes. It's a necessary part of the job, right? We tell everybody sanitation and cleaning is an enormous part of this job because we need to keep the dogs healthy. So we want to keep the building looking good, and part of it's doing the dishes and doing the laundry. And have you guys looked at them before and considered it, but you just weren't sure? Yeah. It's a financial investment. Right, it is a financial investment, and it's hard to compare where you're going to save that labor, because that's the big thing. Like, you're going to save labor where they're not having to wash bowls all the time, and then it's considering the health and well-being of the dogs and where you are in the sustainability factor. Right? Do you want to be more green? You want to have some? This can be recycled. Right. So we try to have a happy medium. You know, we want our team. The biggest thing for me is the health and well-being of the dogs and the happiness of my team. Because without a happy team, you don't have a business. Yeah. And it's hard to have happy people these days, right? We need to do everything we can to have a team that's engaged and happy, and they enjoy their jobs and that they don't get burned out, because it's a hard job. I think for us, it's all about personalizing and customizing every dog's stay to best meet their needs, right? And I say that a lot. We are not just a cookie cutter place that is going to be the same thing for every single dog. Every dog will get different level of care based on their needs, their age, and their preferences. Because some dogs want to party and play in a group with other dogs, and some dogs don't like other dogs and they would prefer cuddle time with staff, or they would prefer a nature walk. But for us, every dog is going to receive some level of enrichment, right? Whether it's a walk, a cuddle time, but we're going to personalize it to their needs. And that's very different than a lot of facilities do. And we are going to do a lot for the mental, emotional, and physical health of the dog while they're with us. We want to make sure that every dog leaves in better mental and physical condition than they came in with, right? That's a big goal for me, right? So, but we cater to pet parents who want the very best possible care for their dog. I mean, that's who we target. And they're the ones that appreciate the Kinn Bowls. They appreciate the sanitation that we do, right? They really appreciate an excellent client experience. And that's something I'm really big on, is the client experience. The dogs don't come in the door with the wallet, right? So we have to make the pet parents happy. We have to appreciate them. We have to wow them. We have to go above and beyond for them. So we're really big on that.